Hi, thanks for joining me today. I'm Tina Carini at SpongeandStamp.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the U.S. and I am from Byron, Georgia. So today's project, I'm going to case this little cute little mini coin envelope from the holiday catalog. I know that so many times there's such cute projects and we're not quite sure how to make them. So I chose this because I've been having so much fun making them and I thought I would share it with you guys. It's really easy to make. There's just a few extra steps to it. So let's go ahead and get started. So we are using the Wrapped in Plaid Designer Series paper. It comes in 6x6. It's double-sided. So in the one side is plaid with the gold foil in it, and then the other side is just your normal DSP paper. So very pretty. I really love it. It coordinates with the Cherry Cobbler cardstock and the Shaded Spruce cardstock and Whisper White, so we have that as well. And then we're going to bring in some gold foil and some gold glimmer paper, along with, we're going to do some embossing, white embossing, heat embossing. We're using the Perfectly Plaid stamp set. We're going to use this image right here and part of this sentiment right here. So I am going to show you, and of course the Pine Tree Builder, that you can purchase this in a bundle and save 10%. It's a super fun bundle. I have been having so much fun with it and I can't wait to get started on this project and show you how to do it. So let's go ahead, because I could sit here and chat, and I know that you're not on here to hear me chat. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to score two sides. Those will be the sides of our envelope, and then we're going to score the bottom and the top. So we're going to make our first score line at 1 5/8. So we're going to count that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's an eighth past the half of an inch. We're going to make sure that we've got our cutting blade up at the top and we're using our scoring blade. I have done that so many times. I've accidentally cut instead of scored. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing at 1 5/8 on the opposite side. We're going to score that. Then we're going to score our bottom, and I'm going to score the bottom at 3/4 of an inch. So this is our new stamping trimmer, and it is awesome. I absolutely love it. Let's see here, 1 1/4 for the top score line for our top flap. There we go. So that is it. I'm done with this. And we are going to fold on our score lines. And I probably should use my bone folder to give these some nice crisp folds, but I'm just not going to do that right now. All right, so now what we want to do, where's my template? Here's my template. This is what we want it to look like. These are the sides. Oops, I'm sorry. These are the sides. Let's put it like that. This is the bottom and this is the top. Okay, so we're going to cut off all 4 corners. And I know that this is a very boring part for you guys, so I just hope you can bear with me. And it takes me a little bit longer than it probably would your normal person, because you guys, I just don't see straight and I really struggle seeing. And I just got new glasses too, and that's like really like mind-blowing to me. I couldn't wait to get my new glasses so that I could see, and I still struggle. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I am just going to trim these up. So this was the project too that I did on my Facebook Live, but I thought that I would come on here and do a clean video for you guys just so that you can see it without all the chatter. So I'll try not to talk too much and just show you guys how to make this. Go ahead and trim that. And sometimes you have to go in and make adjustments too when you trim, because if you don't quite get it trimmed right in the right place on the score line, I'll show you why. So I'm going to fold in like so, and then this folds up and this folds down. So see how that doesn't quite fold down. There's something in the way there. So that is one of my score lines. I didn't cut straight on it. So what you can also do is just kind of give this a tiny bit of a miter. You don't have to. You could just come in and go straight across just to give it a little bit more, like so. And then come around on this side as well and trim down just a tiny, tiny bit, like so. And then these two, because this down here I can see where I missed my score line just a tiny bit on one side. So I am gonna try to see that. Okay. Woo, tricky for my eyes. Okay, just like that. And then this should fold straight up now. It should be good. There we go. All right, so we're gonna move this out of the way. I always save my little pieces because you never know what you might need them for. All right, so this is the beginning of our envelope. So now what we want to do is find our center, and that's pretty easy because this is pretty small. So you could probably pretty much eyeball it and it would be perfect. You could measure it with your ruler and then come in and make your mark. And for me, I know that my ruler is, when I set it on here perfectly flush to the side, I know that the edge of this is the center. So I'm going to take my pin and mark it right there. So, and I'm not worried about the pin mark showing because we're going to punch a hole in this so it will never ever be seen. And I'm going to come down probably to about the 2 1/8 mark right there. All right, so now I'm going to bring in my hole punch. This is a retired 1/8 inch hole punch, but any hole punch will work. And if you don't have a hole punch, you can just use, you take your pick or a piercing tool and just kind of pierce it. Okay, so there we go. That's that and that's that. So now I'm going to take my hole punch and punch some holes. I am going to punch probably 4 so that I can double them up to make them a little stronger reinforcement. So now this is why I'm doing it like this is because this is the easiest way for me to get it as close to the center as I can, my hole in the center of my circle. So I can kind of eyeball it. If I try to punch the circle out and then do it, it never ever works for me. I'm going to go ahead and punch this over here. Got that just a little too far up. That happens. Okay, I'm going to do that and do this right here. Okay, so I have got my circles and we are going to double these up. You don't have to double this up. You can, wow, this one did not get put in the circle in the center, but that is all right. Come on, glue. You can just use them singly, but because I want it just to be a little bit stronger for more enforcement, because you're going to be tying your linen thread or your ribbon or your embroidery thread, whatever you choose to use. I want it to be strong and not flimsy. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on that and lining those up just like so. Okay, so now I want to put just a tiny bit of glue. You don't want too much, just enough to just kind of hold it in place until you can put your brad on there, because you don't want to glue this all the way down because you want your string to be able to wrap around it. So I'm going to line that up with my circle there. just like that. Hold that in place. And then the same thing with this side here. So I'm just going to put a couple of dots of glue on there. Whoops, I might have got just a little bit too much. And then we're going to do the same thing to this, to the top of our envelope here, to our flap, our lid. Okay. And let's line that up just like that. All right, so now this is where our brads are going to come into place. And these are the metallic brads, and they come in copper, silver, and gold. Now, I've been making quite a few of these because I think that they're super, super cute. And I might have used them all, so I don't know. I might not have, and I know I dropped one too, so it might have been a gold that I dropped. Hope not. There we go. Okay, so we've got those, and let's go ahead and put these right into the centers of our circles here, and we're going to flatten this out just like so. Isn't that cute? And then we are going to stick this one through and flatten that out as well. Okay. There we go. Get that started. Ah, come on. Fumble fingers here. All right. Just like that. All right, so what I'm going to do is take just a little tiny bit of Scotch tape right here, and I am going to put it on the side because I don't want this to move around and come poking through the side of our seam after we glue it. So that's just going to kind of hold it in place, and it holds it down, and it just helps. Okay. So there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and glue this. So I am going to put a small line of glue right along the side here. Right there, and then on this side as well. Just like that. Okay. And then this is going to go over and over, and just like that. And then some on the bottom here. Just like so. All right, so now I have a piece of linen thread. This is about 12 inches long. So I'm going to slip that right up under here, and this needs to come over just a little bit more, and it may not. Okay, there we go. So I am going to slip this right under there like so, and I'm going to tie that. You don't have to, but I do, just to make sure that it stays just like that. And I'm going to trim off this little excess here, right like that. And then all you do is you take this and you wrap this around. And there is your mini coin envelope. How super cute is that? And then, oh, you guys, if you hear that, that is our alarm system, and I believe they're testing it. So hopefully it won't be too much of a disruption for us. Okay, so I am taking my tree punch, punching out a piece of gold foil. I am going to attach that to the front of it. If I can find my, here they are, my Stampin' Dimensionals. We're just going to put those on there just like so. And I wanted to show you guys how to, I don't know why I keep doing that. I am going to just, well, that's on there. Good. Oh, it's flipped over and stuck to the non-sticky side. Woo! Okay. We will do this right there. Okay. There we go. And then there we go. All right, so this is gonna go, make sure I'm putting it on the right side up in the center of our envelope. So there we go. Isn't that super, super cute? Okay, so I am just about out of time for me to be able to load this video up. So I am going to close. I hope that you enjoyed this and that you will make this. And I will be posting a new video showing you how to make the super, super cute card that goes inside this. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for all the measurements and the list of supplies to make this will be on my blog, and I will link that down below. Thank you so much, you guys. And also, to stay up to date with everything that I am doing, sign up for my newsletter in my email list, and I will have a link for that as well down below. You guys have a blessed day. Bye-bye.